What is up, you guys? This is Boy Sports Fanboy here, and today we're going to be continuing with the Bucks franchise mode. I know I've been bringing a lot of NBA 2K16, but I like this game. I like NBA 2K16 and the general manager mode, and I'm talking a little fast, and I'm trying to talk loud because I don't want to get copyrighted, obviously, but let's take a look at the roster quick. My starting point guard is Michael Carter-Williams. My starting shooting guard is Middleton. My starting small forward is Taj Gibson. No. Small forward is Jabari. Power forward, Paul Gasol. And center, Hassan Whiteside. Alright, let's get into this game. I'm not going to make any adjustments. Let's just go. Two of the worst teams in the league, I believe. Right here.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
1 second.
From Milwaukee, where the Bucks will be going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia, a win tonight would make it 3 victories in their first 4 games of the season. That would be a nice little run to start the year. And Joel Embiid missed all of last season with an injury. Now that he's getting some action on the floor, Kenny, how do you see him developing?
Well, he's very fluid. You know, he's got great movement, good up and down the floor for his size. You know, he's got
Michael Carter-Williams, also this former team that decided to trade him away.
He's a legitimate 7-footer.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one after the win against the Nets in Brooklyn. A 3-point win in that one. Always nice to come out on top in a close game.
And Kevin, you know, they showed
a
strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is
Hassan Whiteside.
Utilize the second
There we
unit
go.
to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys,
Oh,
I think
we're
what
going
you
against
saw
Jared
from them throughout
Bayless.
the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting
Alright,
lineup.
they get it too.
We've got Robert Covington, Okafor out
I
there.
believe
with
this is
Carl
episode
Landry,
6.
and it's
I
Jared
don't
Bayless,
know. I think
and
it's episode
Townsend
6
in at the 2-guard
that
position.
I'm recording right
Well, guys,
now.
once again, the 76ers finished second to last in the East.
Middleton.
They managed to win fewer
There we
games
go.
against the
Drain
East
that
than they did the year
3,
before,
boy.
which was 14 wins in 2014.
Bucks on defense. It's
Let's
a
go.
3-point game. Here is Bayless. Carter-Williams covering. Steps back and fires. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Alright,
Thompson's got his first bucket in this one.
Parker against Covington.
Parker with it. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Whiteside. That drops,
Running around in
and it
circles
comes off an
paid
assist
off.
from
Let's go.
Parker. Whiteside's got his second bucket tonight. So the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Cleveland.
May have been the worst effort you'll see from them all season long. Even for a game they weren't supposed to win, it should not have been that bad.
Against a lesser team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But play that way against a good team, and you end up with an ugly result that they had.
Oh,
The
Paul
76ers
Gasol.
shooting their first free throw of the night.
Covington,
here.
what are you...
The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And that's going to be a
Oh,
turnover. They
come
call for 8
on.
seconds.
That wasn't bull right there. Come on.
Here is Bayless. Carter-Williams covering. And Bayless kicks to Landry. Over to the wing. From about 16.
Good defense.
Milwaukee
Let's go.
with the
Let's go.
rebound.
Let's go. Let's go.
Guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
And boy, how good was
Jabari Parker.
last
Oh.
season? I mean, always always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger defender. Now he's one of the more promising 3-and-D guys in the league.
All right, Parker. Over to Middleton.
Deflects the pass. A shot by
Michael Carter Williams. That's all.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Bayless the pass to Thompson. Here is Bayless. Carter Williams covering. And Jared Bayless the bucket on the assist by Thompson.
That's not what we wanted.
And for Chris Middleton last season, he went up in points, assists, rebounds, but went down in turnovers.
Boy, what an improvement for this young man. A late bloomer. I liked him when he was at Texas A&M. Still
Michael Carter Williams drains the three. Let's go.
Spray that thing from three. I like his promise.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Whiteside. Gibson comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Tony Roten in for Jabari Parker. Here's Sampson. 11 points for him in that last game against Cleveland.
He was in my Timberwolves franchise, McConnell right there.
Embiid throws it down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Pekovic, there we go.
Put that one-hand tomahawk slam.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch
how
the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter. And guys, for Nikola Pekovic, NBA scouts said he needed work on his shot coming in, yet he's money from mid-range at times, especially at the charity stripe. One of the best free throw shooting bigs we have in our league. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Gibson.
Over to Roten.
Pass to Pekovic. Just 5 on the clock. And Middleton kicks to Gibson, and it goes out of bounds.
Oh, that's out of bounds on Philadelphia.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
Again, Philadelphia.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses.
There we go.
Well, the quick high
Pekovic, no!
Any height
Lose
disadvantage he
the
had
ball.
right there.
So at the end of one quarter of play,
Pekovic lost the ball.
so far
We could be in the lead right now.
The second quarter up and going. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
You know, they're not going to sit back and just take jump shots. It's all about attacking the paint and getting to the rim.
That's who they are. They've been the aggressor early, attacking the hoop and getting into that paint.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Thompson. Feeds it to Noel. Okafor against Parker. Okafor gets the bucket.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address. And the Bucks arguably were the best story in the Eastern Conference last year. How about going from the bottom of the barrel to a 6th-place finish in that Eastern Conference?
Now here's Pekovic. 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Noel.
And there's Noel gets caught for a shooting foul.
That time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Pau Gasol's checked in for the Bucks. Landry no good. And for the Bucks, a lot of their improvement came, Greg, as you're talking about, in their play.
Henson, there we go.
They went 30 and 22, Clark, against the rest of the conference.
A nice step for a young team, but you look at it more closely. Basically, the Bucks beat teams they should have beaten, but you know, Kevin, the good teams do that consistently.
Yeah.
So a good step for them.
Now here's Okafor. 14 points from him
No.
the last game against Cleveland.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance.
Can't hear you.
on the
Ha ha,
glass.
get wrecked.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow 'em.
Gasol against Landry. Got it from 16 feet. Landry's got his first points of the night.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention.
Michael Carter
to him on that
Williams.
play.
Michael Carter Williams.
Carter Williams, it's good for his second make. He's made 2 of so far.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him.
I'm
that
sorry about that.
possession.
I'd like to
apparently
apologize.
Neither did the defenders.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
Whiteside's checked in for John Henson. Here is Bayless. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And a gigantic game for him at the free throw line.
Duh.
He was an
Oh,
instigator,
you missed though.
Drawing a ton of contact and really just hunting for the whistle.
On the subject of Michael Carter Williams, his assists went up last season. His rebounds went up last season as well. But, Greg, the one thing he can't seem to lock down is his shooting stroke.
Yeah, last season hitting just 38% from the field. You expect more out of him at this stage. But remember, this is a young
Hassan
player.
Whiteside.
And oftentimes, your field goal percentage isn't necessarily a reflection of your ability to make shots, but more so your ability to take good ones. So shot selection, I think, plays a role for him as well.
There we go.
For
Don't worry.
Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the floor in the
Michael
second
Carter
quarter, 3 assists.
Williams. Can't drain it.
Landry grabs the miss. The 76ers trailing. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Bayless kicks to Landry. And here's Covington from the arc. That's good. Covington's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now.
On my side.
Gibson's
On my
checked in
side.
for Gasol.
He was there. He was there. He stopped up.
And then for Philadelphia, Embiid comes in for Okafor. And Jakar Sampson.
Gosh, Gibson.
Another lead change here.
Let's
How
go.
many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm
6
not
lead
quite
changes.
sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Here's Sampson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Bayless. Embiid the screen. Jumper off the screen. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke.
Tony Roten.
After doing a
Oh,
nice job to get
couldn't have
open, he didn't
dunked it.
finish the shot.
I like the move
Come
to
on,
go
Tony.
2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Here is Bayless. Covington
That
with
was
the
like
bucket.
Boy, after struggling in the
pointless.
first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
7 lead changes, I believe.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. That's good
8
from
lead
Roten
changes.
on the assist by Whiteside. Roten's got his first basket. Clark, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
That reminds me of a song.
Yeah, Kevin, that's Cameo, to be exact. And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Now here's Parker. Back to Whiteside. With 1 on the clock. Landry picks up the foul. That's his first
He
foul.
just dunked on him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Here's
Pekovic.
And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. So good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle. They were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, your thoughts on the first half?
Simply showed up tonight. And when I say showed up, I'm talking about on the offensive end, because they were scoring in bunches. Just at least come in and hold the fort, but they did way more than that tonight.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the third.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Hassan Whiteside really making a difference here.
I tell you what, though, it's going to be important to see if they can slow him down in the second half, because so far they have not had anybody that can disrupt his rhythm down low.
Well, how about guys mixing up the looks? I mean, bump him out a little bit, front him, double him, anything
Tony
to try to
Roten
get him
also
off his
going
rhythm.
against his former
Tony
team.
Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2.
We traded away Bayless to get Cannon and
That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Parker's shot is off.
that was a bad shot.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. And Jabari Parker is a rookie, drafted number 2 overall behind Andrew Wiggins. Clark, there was much debate about which of these players, which of these prospects would be better NBA players. What do you think?
Well, I think both showed they're very capable of being stars in the league. Parker got off to a great start, averaging 30 minutes a game until, unfortunately, he had the ACL injury. And Wiggins, conversely, went on to have a big-time season, winning Rookie of the Year.
Both free throws good for Okafor.
And when you compare Wiggins and Parker, really two different types of players. I mean, Wiggins has that unmatchable athleticism. Parker beats you with an incredible skill and passion. Also, tremendous maturity for such a young player.
Here's Gasol. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And Clark, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
And
Yeah,
Leach.
exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And, you know, going back to Parker versus Wiggins, guys, I mean, that debate could last a long time. Both guys have the look of perennial all-stars. It could be the number of championship rings that ultimately separates them.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Hits it from three-point range. Thompson's got 5.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. From the arc.
Pau Gasol
Again, the miss by
luckily
Thompson.
was there.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you. And when it comes to Michael Carter-Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size. He's a good athlete. He plays hard. But he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. John Henson comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Tony Roten in for Jabari Parker. Thompson for the triple. Again, the miss by Thompson. We're going back to Michael Carter-Williams. He is a polarizing
Lead
prospect.
change.
For example, Greg,
Nope.
in the forward position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't.
11th lead
shot
change.
just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played.
Oh, Michael Carter Williams, 12th lead change. Here comes the lead change battle again.
Seesawing back and forth in the balance this game has been. Neither team giving an inch.
Here's Bayless. Thompson outside. But he gets it back. Second chance shot. Bayless' shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Oh! Tony Roten, that skill, man.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And repasses to Okafor. For three, Covington. That is good. Covington's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
That was bad.
Timeout called by Milwaukee. The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the third straight year,
Embiid gets called for a foul.
The playoffs, but as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store.
There's a 13th lead change right there.
Focused on growth and experience, and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
And it's clear for the Sixers, the plan has been to continue to add good young players. Eventually, I think they'll be a force in the East. There's no guarantee, but they've got a plan and they're sticking to it.
Carter Williams kicks to Gibson.
Taj Gibson!
Flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Tony
Roten. Win
Roten.
a title often have a former #1 pick leading the way, or at least a top 3 NBA draft pick as their leader. So the 76ers are trying a shotgun approach to that, trying to get as many top 3 picks as they can, hoping one turns into the next superstar.
The three-pointer, no good. Milwaukee leading by 5. The feed to Middleton. The 10-footer. It's deflected. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the inside, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The 76ers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Parker's checked in. Middleton outside. Gibson the screen. Fader on the way. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play
Still,
is set to get
13
rolling.
lead changes,
It's been
man.
a close battle to this point.
Probably going to be even more.
So it's the Bucks now. They lead by 4. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. Brandon small forward with Noel at the 4. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Okafor.
I think give Michael Carter Williams that space, man.
And
That almost went in.
the 76ers shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And that one's good. Grant's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers. Middleton. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And sometimes he can hit that deep 3, but it's not a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah, even for him, that's out of his range.
Here's Noel. Can't tie it up because that one's no good.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after
Michael
the way
Carter
they
Williams,
fought
let's
back
go.
into it here in the 4th, that would have been a big bucket for him. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Robert Covington's checked in for the 76ers. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great, was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
Middleton on the wing. Nobody near Parker. And what
Sorry,
was
Parker
that
can't
about?
shoot
Not a
threes.
good shot right there. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. To the middle to take the lead, and that one's
14.
good. Noel.
14
And I'm
lead
sensing
changes.
something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
Swiped it away.
Oh.
Fast break, Philadelphia. Drops in the breakaway layup. And it's a 3-point 76ers lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the 76ers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
A moment
There
to
we
check
go.
in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over
So
that
damn, I don't
last
know.
break. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to
Boom.
leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
Gasol's in the post, covered by Okafor. No
Oh,
look.
come
So
on,
Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Good call.
Here is Bayless, picked by Okafor. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Landry.
You know he's probably gonna miss that.
Rebound,
Nice block.
Milwaukee. Whiteside's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Middleton on the wing.
Oh,
Stolen by Thompson.
should have let him run just a little longer.
Inside. Bayless's shot is off.
Now, nice work there to contest
He's open.
the finish
Jabari.
inside.
You know, they got
Jabari
the
Parker.
but his defense
15 lead
deterred
changes.
them from those plans.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And the Bucks making a change here. Pekovic is checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor.
Bayless. Oh, cheeky dump off, but he can't hit it.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense
Pekovic.
is not
Pekovic.
right up.
Nikola Pekovic.
And it's
Oh, that
Pekovic
was a bad
missing.
shot.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Andrew with the screen. Here's Covington. Milwaukee with
Pekovic.
the rebound.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure
Middleton.
very well.
Middleton
Oh.
can't get it to go.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know,
This
they
game
have
is
the
getting
lead.
good.
Honestly, I think it might
Michael
help
Carter
if he
Williams,
was
good
a little bit
defense.
more
16
selective
lead
tonight.
changes, man.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Come on, Powell.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 12 from the
Foul,
field
foul,
entering the
foul,
fourth
foul, foul.
quarter. Down low. Embiid dishes to Thompson. Count it!
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Carter Williams, the pass to Pekovic. He feeds it to Middleton. Back to Pekovic.
Oh,
That's
he
gonna be
gets
2
fouled.
free
Let's
throws.
go.
Drew contact on the shot. So the first one drops,
There we go.
and that brings them within 2 here. Both free
There we
throws
go.
From Pekovic.
Let's play some defense.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Don't like coming to the
Here's
store.
Covington, and that one
Yes.
goes long.
And no excuse
All right,
there.
we can have
that
one shot.
Being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree
Right.
with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really
Waste some clock.
I like the movement and communication there.
Pekovic. Oh,
Here's Pekovic.
Nikola Pekovic!
Explosive leaping.
Let's go!
That was pretty, and he just has that Clark, that effortless
17
knack for
lead
getting inside.
changes.
And guys,
Pekovic.
how fearsome he is at times. I mean, you hate to be the guy tasked with guarding him.
Shot from the inbound.
No,
It's off.
he missed.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position. His size gives him
17
a big
lead
edge on the glass.
changes.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. Want to show that
Pal, first off, congratulations on the
The 2K Sports postgame
Holy
show.
cow.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a
Who's
chance
Jordan
to
player of the
present
game?
our Jordan player, Michael Carter Williams.
Oh, I was expecting
He
it
was
to
on
be
his game tonight
Pekovic
from
because
an
he
offensive
got that
standpoint,
last second
whether it was scoring the
explosive
basketball
dunk.
or distributing. He gave the defense.
But 17 lead changes.
And our illustrious 2K Sports.
Alright guys, that's going to be in this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Go check me out on Twitch,
And we'll see you
SportsFanboy.
again soon.
Link in
But
the
not
description.
soon enough.
Again, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Go check me out on Twitch, link in the description. And I'll see you guys later.